Good evening, YouTube. DutyRon back again with another video. And tonight is something different. We have a Christmas spectacular planned for everybody. I got to tell you guys, I'm not used to doing this because we always talk about true crime and gory cases and things of that nature. But guess what? Tonight it's going to be a little bit easier. It's going to be a little bit nicer. We're going to celebrate the holidays together as a family. And I want to just say a special thank you to all of my Patreon supporters, my channel members, all of the moderators, and people that help me keep this channel the way it is, good and clean and fun. I want to say special thank you to Beth Higgs, Liz Rivera, Dawn Marie, Joey Brooklyn, Kylie Trout is in the building. Great to see you. Thank you so much for being in here. That's Kylie's grandma, and great to have you in the building. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. Matty Boy Sully. I also have to say, if you're not subscribed to my channel, here it is right here, DutyRon. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you will get all things DutyRon when I go live or when I upload a video. Again, Black Rose is here, Lynn, Dawn Marie, and all of the great ones are in the building, and I appreciate you guys being in here. This is the night before Christmas Eve here on the East Coast. Tomorrow is a crazy day for us Italians. We got the 7 fishes, we got family coming over, not as many as what we usually do due to COVID-19, and I'm sure each and every one of you have a scaled back Christmas celebration where our Thanksgiving wasn't quite what it was, and we have so many people that are not able to see their families due to underlying health conditions, due to fear, due to a whole host of different things. So it's a very different year for everybody. Especially want to give thanks and praise to our military and our law enforcement who are not home with their families during these holiday times and these special times every year, not just during 2020, the crazy 2020 COVID year. The men and women in law enforcement and military put their lives on the line for our freedoms day in and day out, night and day, 365 days a year, and 24 hours a day. And these great people need to be acknowledged. So I want to say a special thank you to them, all of the nurses and doctors and people in our healthcare field that are there to give medical attention to anybody who needs it on any given time. And I also want to say a quick prayer and thank you to all of the medical staff on duty all the time, working night and day for all of us. Also to my subscribers and people like Mimi J2, who her son is fighting a bad bout of COVID-19 in the hospital, and she is not able to be in the live, I don't think, tonight. So I want to say a special prayer for her son for strength, a prayer for Black Rose, who has had quite a few health bouts. I see her here in the chat, and all of my people who subscribe to me and that are here that have health conditions. I want to say special prayers to all of you guys for healing and strength. Big Frank, great to see you. Calcutta, thank you for being in here. I see a lot of new people. Dawn Marie, Dawn. There's Dawn Marie and Dawn. It gets confusing with all the Dawns. Faithful One, great to see you. Meg Lowe is here. Farmall Fanatic, boom. There he is. He's a great, great YouTuber. Follow Farmall Fanatic for everything from the farm and then in between. So yeah, I have a special guest for you guys tonight. I have returning, I'm going to get to her in a few minutes, but I'm going to play her premiere music video for Extra. Kylie Trout was on a few weeks ago with her father. We did the Feel Good story. She is a country music singer, songwriter. She's opened up for so many different great bands, but one that pops out that all of us older people will know is the Marshall Tucker Band. She opened up for them, and that had to have been a real excitement for a 17-year-old girl. Kylie Trout, as you know, is a talented, wonderful young girl, 17 years old, from the California area, Southern California area. And I'm so happy to have her here. I text her really quick. I think I might even just sent her a DM on one of the socials. I said, Kylie, would you be able to come and sing a couple of Christmas songs for my subscribers? And you know what she said? Heck yeah, of course I can come and sing some Christmas songs for you on your Christmas special. So she was so kind enough to just say, DutyRon, whatever you need. So she obliged, and she's waiting in the lobby. I'm gonna play for you guys her latest music video that just came out on, I believe it was December 16th. Don't hold me to that date, but let's listen to Kylie Trout's Extra. It's a great song, and this is her music video debut. So let's get right to it. Here we go. Kylie Trout with Extra.
Please leave your message for 9.
Why isn't he picking up? Wait, what? No way.
Hey, who is this?
Don't worry about it.
We're done. We're done.
Be so extra. Still hit me up when I don't text you back. Trying to show off with your new blonde for all eyes to see. Yeah, it's kind of funny. She looks like me. You unfollow, then follow my page, acting like I'm still gonna fall for all your games. But I'll tell you right now and make it real clear. Let me break it down so you understand. Extra, extra, I got some news. And I really hate to say it to you, but here it goes. Take notes and write it all down, study it at home. Extra, extra, 1 word, 5 letters. Ain't no question that you should know better. And it's a shame, but guess I'm to blame, 'cause ever since I left you, you put the X in. Extra, extra. The third time around ain't guaranteed. And if being a fool was a race, hands down, no doubt you'd easily take first place. You're still bringing me up all over town. Man, you really can't get my name out your mouth. Extra, extra, I got some news. And I really hate to say it to you, but here it goes. Take notes and write it all down, study it at home. Extra, extra, 1 word, 5 letters. Ain't no question that you should know better. And it's a shame, but guess I'm to blame, 'cause ever since I left you, you put the X in. Extra, extra. Extra, extra. And now I see you driving around in your brand new caddy with the money that you take from your daddy, but that don't impress me much. Now it looks like you lost your touch, and now you're just extra, extra.
awesome. Awesome, awesome. You got to love it. Round of applause for our girl. She's part of the DutyRon family. It's Kylie Trout. What an amazing, amazing voice. And I'm very proud to bring her on right now with me. So without further ado, here is singer-songwriter extraordinaire, country singer Kylie Trout. Hey, how are you? Good evening. Thank you so much for coming, Kylie. Everybody loves
Always.
you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Thank you to you. And also, I just want to say personally, thank you so much to the DutyRon family. You guys, I can't explain how much I appreciate all of your kind words and love and support. It means more than you think. So thank you guys so much.
Kylie, I mean, the way it's no secret to the viewers here and anybody that's new that's joining. This is Kylie Trout. She's a country music singer, 17 years old, has just come onto the scene, full blast. Just what a tremendous what a voice. I mean, I don't even know the right words to say, but there's so many people that are in the chat that are just like blown away by your talent. And you present yourself so many years above your age in maturity. So it's amazing when people ask me in private messages and inquire about you. I tell them that you're 17 years old, and they're like, no way, it just can't be. So
Yeah, that happens a lot.
yeah. I mean, it's not a bad thing, you know. So, but her dad, as we know, Matt, helped out Black Rose. She's here in the chat. Black Rose, Kathy loves you and your dad. I mean, the workers and everybody that came over to help her out at her house. It's just tremendous. It's just a testament to the kind of family the Trout people are. You guys are top notch in my book. A1
Thank
people.
you so much.
You know, I'm even friends with your grandma and other people. I don't even know. I see the name Trout or anybody that's attached to you, even remotely close. I follow them. So
yeah, they're great.
yeah. And what a supporter she is. Vicky is here in the chat. You look at her Instagram and you go over there and golly gee, you wouldn't even know it was somebody's Instagram. It looks like it's yours.
I know, right? That's my grandma. She's my best promoter.
You know what? Grandmas are the best.
Yes.
My grandmother, God rest her soul, she lived to 1 month shy of 101. And
Wow.
right until her last days, no matter what I did, I could do no wrong in her book. I was her favorite. So
Yeah.
quick, I just want to say a special thank you to Police Off the Cuff. That's retired Sergeant Bill Cannon. He's in here representing. And thank you so much, Bill, for being in here. That was a tremendous interview that you did today with Chief Adamone. Thank you so much for doing that. NYPD retired Chief Adamone and the Vice President of the Sergeants Benevolent Association. I think, was it the lieutenant? I think it was the lieutenants. But anyways, a great interview. Kylie, tell the audience a little bit about how you got motivated to get into singing. Just, you know, you could just scratch the surface a little bit. You don't have to go deep, but just let them know what motivated you to get into singing.
Well, my grandma, she's in here, Vicky. She introduced me to country music, her and my grandpa. So they were the first kind of push, to listen to country music. And then I just fell in love with it personally. And I love it because, it's just real people telling real stories. And I had some things going in my life, my early childhood, that made me just want to go help people, write my stories, and help people and have them relate with my songs the same way that I related with songs growing up.
Right.
And so that's always just been the goal, is to help other people through my songs, whether that be, I always say 3 minutes of happiness, and just no cares, just listening to good music, puts you in a good mood, like extra.
You can't beat it.
And that, even that song, yeah, exactly. People can relate with it to whether it be relationships, or I have a song about my biological mom. And anything that you go through in life,
Right.
Music is just that one common ground that we can all relate with, and put our differences aside. So that's what I love about it.
Right.
And that's why I do what I do.
Wow. You couldn't have described it any better. I mean, that, it's the formulation of a good life, right? You're taught by your grandparents and your father, how to be a good human being. And I know this firsthand, and I don't even know you guys for a long time, but I know from speaking to Pops, your dad is just somebody who emulates goodness, you know. For
Right.
those of you who don't, and I'll scratch the surface because I don't want to, you know, you could watch my replay with feel good vibes or a feel good story. It's in my playlist with Kylie Trout and her father, Matt of Matt Trout Electric over in Southern California. I have links to everything down in the description. I copied them and put them here. When I called on to her father just to get an estimate for an electrical job for one of our viewers here, one of my subscribers and good friend, Black Rose, I was ready to pay him to do the job. And he said, you know, you're retired NYPD 9/11 first responder. You know, I introduced myself. So it's the polite thing to do when you're speaking to somebody, you introduce. That's what my parents taught me. And he said, hey, bud, I got it. You know, Kathy's husband served in the military, killed in action. You served the country. I got it. And I was blown away because I was just looking for an estimate. I wanted someone to go over and do the work and pay him. So that's just the kind of family you come from, and you should be proud of that. I know you are, but it shows in everything you do. And that's why, like, I looked before we went live. This young lady in 2018 sang the national anthem over at Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim's baseball. They played the Houston Astros. Boo, cheaters, boo. But that game, I watched that video of this young lady. So she's 17 now. You could do the math. In 2018, she was, what, 15 years old? You sang in front of an audience of 10,000 plus people. They don't pack in the crowds like we do here in New York. Here I am gloating about New York. But there was a lot of people there, and you belted out the national anthem like there was no tomorrow. I mean, I was so proud of you, and I didn't even know you. Just watching it, I was just beaming with pride that I actually know you now. Here's someone who busted out at 15 years old, the national anthem. Talk about how that felt and how that came about.
Yeah, well, my family's always been an Angels fan. Sorry. But you know, and then it's funny too because they have Mike Trout on their team, and my last name is Trout. And so yeah, my dad.
He's a big star, Mike Trout.
Yeah. So, you know, that's the first question people always ask. Oh, are you related to the baseball player? I'm like, yeah, yep, totally. But no, that was awesome. And that's always been a big goal of mine. You know, I used to sing at the minor league games. And that was always really fun too. Yeah, the Quakes, and the Storm, super fun. And I was always like, you know, I can't wait to get out there and do big leagues. And then I did it. Angel Stadium was the first, and I sang at the Padres Stadium a couple times. They're awesome. But it's funny because if you knew me when I was little, I was this shy little girl. I couldn't talk to anybody. And I couldn't even sing in front of my family. And then now, you know, stepping out in front of tens of thousands of people, it's funny because I don't even get nervous anymore. I get nervous after the fact. I don't really make any sense. Like I stepped out there and I was fine.
And I think it's because when you do something enough times, you kind of work out the butterflies. Like I remember when I lit up my first live stream, I was so scared. And I was like, there's going to be people watching me? You mean it's not going to just be me and my friends? And so I guess, you know, it comes with just repetitive and from performing. The Marshall Tucker Band, I love them. And to open up for them, that had to been a tremendous, you know, a tremendous feeling to be up on stage and having people cheering and clapping and applauding for you. And, you know, it's a talent that many people don't have or don't have the courage to get out there and do. A lot of people might have the talent, but they're just too scared.
Right. With the Marshall Tucker Band, actually, I was very disappointed because it got canceled. So I didn't get to do it yet, but it got rescheduled for July of 2021.
I saw you were scheduled to do that. So that's coming up. That's forthcoming. Yeah. It got canceled
so
because
I'm
of COVID.
super excited.
So a lot of COVID has put you back, probably.
It really has, performing wise, for sure.
I'm so sorry about that. Talk to me about and talk to the viewership here about what Christmas means to you.
To me, I just always think of Christmas as family. That's why I love the holidays because, I'm with my immediate family all the time.
Yeah.
My dad, stepmom, sisters, all that. But I love when, the grandparents and the aunts and uncles and the cousins, we all get together. I love being around people, especially when it's my family and
Right.
people that I just adore and love. And it's just a great time, it's a time of peace. It's a time of giving.
Reflection.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
it's great. And that's the thing too that I think the common factor is here with Christmas is it's a time for everyone to get together, catch up, maybe see a cousin or two or a relative that you don't get to see as much as your regular
Right.
immediate family. Because of what we have going on in this crazy year, things are a little different. But we look forward to next year being a lot better and things a lot different.
Right.
Like I think back, like tonight before we went live, I started thinking back about this time last year, how normal things were, right? There was no
Yep.
COVID. We didn't have anything going on, and we had no clue what was going to happen to us in March. And that's
Mhm.
why it brings me to the next point is that I'm so happy to have this online community because in addition to
Yeah.
our families, this is an extended family of people who truly care and truly support me and people like you.
$100%.
Florida Pete is just coming in. I have to say hello to him. He's a great, great friend of mine. I went and traveled to Florida for another live streamer who had passed away to pay respects. I flew from New York to Florida and I spent some time with Florida Pete. Pete Byron is a great, great friend and supporter. So thank you for being in here, Pete Byron. What do you got for us? Everybody was tugging at my pant leg today and saying, "What's she gonna sing? What is she gonna sing for Christmas for us?" What do you got under your sleeve, there, kid?
All right. Well, I got one song for y'all. This is one of my favorite Christmas songs. Um, it was one of the if I remember correctly, this was the very first Christmas song I'd ever performed ever. Um, it's originally done by Wham. It's called Last Christmas. I'm sure y'all know it.
Oh
I
yeah,
got the Taylor Swift vibes going on today,
I
so
love it. You
thought
look
it'd be great.
adorable. You look adorable.
Thank you.
I'm gonna mute
Thank
my
you.
mic while you play that.
All right, here is Last Christmas. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Once bitten and twice shy, I keep my distance, but you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. Merry Christmas, I wrapped it up and sent it with a note saying I love you, I meant it. Now I know what a fool I've been, but if you kiss me now, I know you fool me again. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. A crowded room and friends with tired eyes. I'm hiding from you and your soul of eyes. My gosh, I thought you were someone to rely on. Me, I guess I was a shoulder to cry on. A face of a lover with a fire in his heart. A girl undercover, but you tore her apart. Maybe this year, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
Woo!
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
started being like an extra in there. I was just doing extra. I was starting to be
Yes.
like, a little bit of a background thing. It was kind of ugly. But,
Yes. I was
did
going
it.
to say, sing along, dance along at home.
Yeah,
I know y'all
man.
know it.
I didn't want to kill it. I didn't want to kill the good vibe on the. That was awesome. I
Thank
was
you.
looking at the chat and how many people were saying, how awesome and how talented you are. What a great. That's not easy to do. I'll tell you that right now. My brother is a musician. He's not professional, but he's got a heck of a voice. He played in a wedding band for many years. He retired as a lieutenant.
Nice.
He retired as a lieutenant in the police department, and he can play lead guitar and sing. And playing guitar and singing, many people don't understand this. It's not easy to do that.
Yeah, it took me a while.
It's not easy
It
because
took me a
trust me,
while.
I tried it because I figured my dad was a musician, my brother, and it's just me and my brother and my sister. I was like, well, I must have that built into me. I suck. But
You're like, no.
yeah, no. I mean, I have some recordings of me, and it's like, of course, my grandmother thought they were great, but no. But I know it's
That's so funny.
difficult, and I know that it takes a lot of talent to be able to keep everything together and timing and whatnot. And so kudos to you on that. I appreciate so much, just the opportunity to have somebody like you come on. And we, as Kylie, as I mentioned before, we talk all year long about really gory stuff, true crime cases, abductions, murders, missing people. So tonight was one of the few nights during the course of the year. I cut it out on Easter Sunday. I'm a good Catholic. I'm a good Christian. So there's certain parts of the year, certain times of the year, and certain things that go on that I refuse to do the genre that I have here because it's not appropriate. I feel that, here close to Christmas time, we don't need to be talking about gory, negative things. I want to uplift my subscribers, my audience, the people who I care about. We spend so much time together that bringing some talent like you along and getting to promote your talent and your music is a good thing for me, but it's also good for my subscribers and my friends. So this was important for me to have you come on and and play some Christmas songs. I know that you have at least one more under your belt for us, but another thing too is I wanted you to know that there is a woman in the chat. Her name is Lynn. Let me make sure I get it right. I think it's just Lyn. I don't want her to crucify me, so I'm going to look back. Here she is. Lynn, where are you? Yeah, I think it's just Lyn. If she could put a comment in real quick so I can just confirm that. I don't want to be a anyways, she sent me a message the last time you were on. She private messaged me and she said, DutyRon, I want to send Kylie a microphone. So the first shipment that you got from us was my little pick mics that you're using that I sent you. And then Lynn, oh, there she is. Yeah, it's just Lyn. I was right. This old man gets it every once in a while. I get it right. I doubt myself so much.
Don't doubt yourself. You got it.
Yeah, I got it, man. Lynn sent you that black microphone. So she's here. Thank you, Lynn, for she told me to not be a brat because I was like, no, I'm sending it. She's like, no, let me. So that first round came from Lynn. That was one of our great moderators. She's a channel member. She's, a great fellow, duty runner. And she, that sounded funny, duty runner. She's awesome. But she is a huge supporter for you and your music. She's the one who got me out of the copyright strike, which I know I'll get on this video because of the last Christmas and so your annoying song. Believe it or not, your two songs that I played, I got copyright strikes. But I had the release signed by you and your co-writer, and it took a month, but it came off the copyright strike. but I don't care.
Good.
For me, it doesn't mean anything. Even if I didn't get it removed, this is good. This is good vibes for my people. So yeah, Christmas has always been near and dear to me as an Italian. The seven fishes, the family comes over, they never leave. They sit, they talk, they eat, they drink, they do, I'm talking about normal times. Tomorrow, Christmas Eve, will be a little different. My mother-in-law, my wife's mom, she's in her 90s and she has COPD. So she's too afraid to come over. We won't see Granny, but we will call and, have a remote session with her just as we did on Thanksgiving. But the rest of the crew, there's going to be about 10 of us. Usually there's about my brothers and sisters and my nieces and nephews. They're not coming because my sister has a couple of different health issues. So it's going to be around 10 or 11 of us. But we're gonna enjoy it. And for me, no live streaming, no picking up my phone and texting. The only texting that I'll do is to my sister and my brother. And I won't come on here. So this tonight is my Christmas Eve special for everybody. And it's wonderful that you came. You look beautiful. The tree looks tremendous in the background there. What a great, did you have any, honestly, did you have anything to do with that, the decorating of that tree?
I did. This was the first year. This is probably my family will consider it messy. This is the messiest our tree has ever looked. You can't see, but there's some tinsel on there. We used tinsel for the very first time.
That's
so
cool.
that's exciting.
That's old school. That is old school tinsel.
Yeah.
I remember my mom used to do that, when I was a young little chap, and I'm in my 50s. So, but yeah, tinsel is great. The tree looks beautiful. I see the stockings.
Thank you.
What a great backdrop. I mean, you're blowing me away with my little wine is where the home is where the wine is. But this is my regular backdrop. So yeah, I heard you sing another song on your, did you do it on your channel? You did it on Instagram?
Instagram, yeah.
That was a great Christmas song.
Thank you. I was actually going to play a little bit of that.
Whenever you're ready, I'm ready. I think everybody else. Hey guys, anybody in the chat want to hear another song from Kylie Trout? If you do, put a 1 in the chat.
Only if it's cool with you guys.
There it is. Go for it. They're
right.
loving it. There's
Man,
the hearts. There
I wish I could see the chat. I got to go back and watch this.
It's lit up like a Christmas tree. There's literally Christmas trees, candles, hearts, doves. Everything under the sun is in there. Yes, with a bunch of S's. Number 1, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 ones, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Oh, forget it.
Wow.
They
Thank
love
you.
it.
And this is another thing just to you. I totally adore this. This is awesome that you're really taking the time to talk with everybody during the holidays, because not everybody has that family to, sit back with and enjoy during this quarantine, this crazy time. So
you hit the nail on the head. There's a lot of people who are by themselves. We're blessed. We have people around us, but there may, God forbid, come a day where we don't have that. And there's so many people that are going to be alone. Black Rose, I can tell you, I know she's going to be alone, Kathy, and she's right down in your general area, but she has this community, and that's the beauty of this.
Right.
And people here know that they could reach out to me. They could reach out to probably you on DMs. And if you're around, you'll get back to them and you'll send them a little love,
Yes, of course.
So what do you got, kid? What do you got for us?
All right, I'm going to do just a little bit of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Yes.
And I love the words in this because, I feel like it actually really applies to this year. And it says, from now on, our troubles will be gone. So that's what we're all really hoping for right now.
Definitely for the time. I'm gonna mute my mic again.
Yes. All right, here we go. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. side. Ooh. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Hey, hey, hey. And I want
Awesome.
to end that song on that
Awesome.
note, because I love that message.
What a beautiful, beautiful voice and a beautiful message. Yes. So putting for the times that we're in right now. And, you know, Kylie, coming from somebody like you, it makes it's the message is even more profound the way I see it. You know, you are a young girl who's come from adversity, like tremendous adversity. The cards were stacked up against you, and you know you prevailed. You rose above, and I have a tattoo on my forearm that says "Rise Above." I don't think I can get my shirt all the way up, but oh, there it is. So it says "Rise Above" right there on my forearm. So that's one of the terms that I live by. You know, I grew up
Right.
without a mother and father in place. My dad divorced my mom when I was 1 year old. I was a baby. I was so I grew up without a father. My brother, my sister, the same thing, and it was my grandmother, my mother there, and you know, we could have really gone bad. You know, we could have gone the wrong way, and because of the people, my mom and my grandmother, my aunts, my uncles, the family nucleus is what kept us together. And both my brother and I went on to be law enforcement professionals. And it was a miracle that we didn't wind up getting arrested or killed or in foster care or whatever, because we really didn't have much of that father figure to tell us, hey, you have to be home at 9 o'clock. You have to do this. You have to do that. We basically had, free reign of doing whatever we wanted to do, but we had the people to pull us and put us in line and kind of guide us.
Right.
And I see that you had that too, and that's the blessing. You know, your mom left you when you were young, and that's hurtful, and that'll be a scar that'll probably never go away. But that being said, when you have the people to pick up the pieces and help you along, it's a blessing, because so many people who are in that same predicament have nobody. Their grandparents are on drugs, they're, or whatever, or just not in the picture. Their father now skedaddles, and both parents are gone. So when I see and I think about your story, I feel like things could have been went a lot worse for you, and you're really doing a great job of making a good thing out of a bad situation. And
Thank
I
you.
tip my cap to you. I say this a lot, and people hate me sometimes when I say I tip my cap, but I really mean it. I mean, you are just an inspiration for the young generation that are out there, the younger girls who, oh, she just shut off her video on me. She's back.
Hi, Dad. I'm back.
It's okay. But you're an inspiration for the younger generation, and your
Thank
message
you.
can help people, unbeknownst to you, can help people for years and years to come. And as you become a mature younger woman and start growing up and hopefully have your family of your own one day, this will be in the back of your mind, the hurtful things that your mom did to you. You'll be
Right.
sure never to do that to your children and your family.
Exactly.
And that's how I raised my two boys. I have a son, 27, and a younger one, 24. Those boys are my world, and they're everything to me. And I said to myself when I got married 30 years ago, and I said to myself, I'm going to provide a better life for them than my father had for me. But I still had a relationship with my father after the fact. Once I grew up and I started maturing, I had a great relationship with him, and I love my father. So it's a little different than the dynamic of what happened with you. But I still could have gone, south, and I could have really had a bad situation. And I chose to learn from it. And you did the same thing, and that's the great part. Talk about the struggle that you had, within yourself of, growing up, and I know you're still a teenager, but you're a mature teenager. Talk about some of the things. Did it affect your schooling? Did it affect your relationship with your dad? Was it that there are struggles that you could briefly get into that you overcame? If you feel that you want to get into that, if you don't, then it's
Yeah, for sure. I just want to say off the bat, like your story, that inspires me so much because what you said, you saw exactly what you didn't want for your future. And that pushed you to make your future better and provide for your boys,
Yeah.
That's how my mindset is. And that inspires me because that's how I've always thought. And that's what I really, really want to do in the future.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a strong believer in everything happens for a reason. And we got to have bad so we can recognize the good. And the bad really sucks sometimes, but in the end, if you really look at it, my dad always taught me there's two ways you can look at things. The positive way, and you find the good side of it and the things that you learned, or the negative, and you just dwell on it. And dwelling's not good. Sometimes we want to do that, but that won't get you anywhere in the long run. So with me personally, it showed me who deserves to be in my life and who does not deserve to be in my life, and what I want for my future, like you mentioned. And it just taught me, I feel like if that never happened, I wouldn't be the person I am today. And I wouldn't be as, mentally strong as I am today.
Right.
Especially in the world we live in right now with social media and everything,
Right.
people, not everybody's going to be your fan.
No.
Not everybody's going to love you, but
There's mean people out there. Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Mm-hmm.
And, you learn that from a very young age coming from these kind of situations. And I think that's really helped me a lot, hate comments. Everybody's gets them.
Right. You gotta have a thick
you can't
skin.
really let it
You have
phase
to have
you.
a thick skin when you're out in the public. When your eye is
Exactly.
when all eyes are on you, everyone's gonna pick apart. Oh, your hair, your this, your makeup, your this, your clothes, or whatever. But that holds true for all young kids nowadays. We didn't have that when I was growing up. Let me just quickly, before I forget, acknowledge Sonny Austin sends $5 super chat from Canadian. When life deals lemons, you make lemonade. You can either sulk and feel sorry or be strong and create a better path. Choices. Better path choices. Biggest hugs to Kylie. Thank you, Sonny.
Thank you so much.
And Sonny, thank you for that parody that you put together of all the true crime folks for Christmas. Everybody go over to Sonny Austin's YouTube channel and look at me and Profiling Evil and all of the true crime people. She made a funny parody with our faces planted on a bunch of people dancing around. And it was like the Hollis Christmas with Run DMC. It was hilarious. Thank you for that, Sonny. Everybody go check that out. And thank you for...
I gotta go watch that after this.
Yeah, thank you for including me. It was freaking hilarious. So our stories resonate with each other in different ways, right? No two stories are the same. And that was kind of like what I said to you in the beginning when we first met on the first live stream. I said, no two paths and journeys are the same, and no two struggles are the same. But what can happen is people can have the same endings where it's positive. In other words, there's failures, there's the ups and downs. You take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, the old Paula Abdul, but it's about how you pick yourself up and how you move forward and the pushes that you get. So sometimes we get pushes and sometimes we get knocked down. I think about when I was 17 years old, where I was at. My head was not in the same frame of mind that yours is. You're trying to establish, while you're going to high school, you're a senior in high school, you're still going to school, you're trying to establish your musical career and graduate and perhaps go to college. I don't know, what your plans are, but I know your parent, your dad and your stepmom and grandma is going to want you to probably pursue college because, it's important.
Yeah.
But that being said, I, at 17, was still just going all over the place with my thoughts. But at 26 years old, I became a police officer. But prior to that 17 to 26 range, I had so many different ups and downs that it could have went either way for me. And I'm just thankful to God. I'm thankful to my family and the people who pushed me in the right direction. And my wife is who I really have to thank, because she was the one who really grounded me. And my significant other was, my wife was the strong point in pushing me in the right direction to better myself and to continue in a career in law enforcement. And nobody in my family was I don't have a family history of law enforcement, just me and my brother. So it's a great story for us. And I look at you and I say, this is a girl who's really doing a wonderful job at getting herself into a position where you can call the shots. And that road to stardom and fame is a tough one. It's like the guys like Mike Trout making it up to the major leagues. The odds are against you, but
Right.
you're doing such a great job, and your voice is so tremendous. You have a wonderful, wonderful voice. I see nothing but goodness coming your way, and
Thank you so much.
that's a great thing. And I want to read some more of the chat. Two of my granddaughters have fought through so much. They're so strong. Your wife is truly a rock star. So much love to her. Thank you, Mama Shan Shan. Welcome into the live stream. Hello, Liz Rivera says, Mrs. DutyRon, love and hugs. My neighbor across the street is now in the live, Dookie 4000. Hi, Diane. Welcome to the live stream. Now, I'll let you talk a little bit to the audience while I queue up. I want to find another song of yours, if that's all right with you, and play it.
Yeah.
This was the one that I struggled with to find, but I have it queued up. DutyRon is, I'm on it. I'm on the Oh, wait, I want to show your merch. That's what I want to show. Before I show another song, I'm glad I just saw this. Can I show your website on here, Kylie?
Yes, of
Okay.
course.
All right, so we're going to go off. You're not going to be on, neither am I. We're going to go to the browser. All right, so Kylie, you're still audio's in the background. We're showing your website right now. So let me scroll. Oh, okay, that's just a part of a picture. So Kylie Trout here, and she has new merch line. Woman's extra shirt. It says extra across the front right here. Will it make it big if I hit it? Okay, good. Not available, out of stock. What's up with that? Did we sell out? What is going on
No,
here?
not yet. You can. So we're working on the website right now.
Okay.
But if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, all that,
Here's her
you can just
Instagram.
shoot me a message. Yes, you can just shoot me a message, and I got you.
So here's Kylie's Instagram. Never mind all of my notifications. Look, an old man like me. Look how popular I am. I got 18 hearts, 1 new follower, and 4 questions. Here's Kylie Trout's Instagram. She's adorable. Look at that. There she is. Oh, this is the song that you just sang for us right here.
Yes, yes.
And here she is sporting her extra merch. She's so proud.
Yeah.
Look at the proud face on this girl. I'm going to try to zoom in on this. You're going to kill me. She's going to be like, DutyRon. Look at her.
Come
Look at how
on.
adorable she is. So she's sporting her courtesy of 13 Management. Shout out to 13 Management, right? This is Kylie Trout's merch on her Instagram. Everybody go and follow her there.
Yes.
There's some videos. Let's get back. Let me reel it in. So here's the merch. Did you tell them how they can get it? How we're going to eventually be able to get it?
Yes,
Back
so
to
it will
DM?
be available on the website soon. But for now, if you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that, you can just shoot me a DM
Okay.
and tell me what size and everything. And I got you, and I'll send it your way.
Here's her Facebook. This is Kylie's Facebook page. Her pinned post is her very the extra video, music video right there. She pinned it. It's right at the top of her page. And you could go here and see all the things that she's doing. I'm just scrolling through her timeline. Kylie, there she is. She's adorable, hitting the acoustic. There's extra. I have this as the thumbnail from our first live stream. Beautiful picture. That's from the album, I think, right? Cover?
Yeah.
Or single. Excellent. I love it. All right, let's get us back. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little bit of self-promoting of your stuff.
Thank you.
So this is the song. Oh, this is the national anthem. No, I don't want to play that. I want to play something else. Remember I had a hard time finding it, and you and your dad were like, "Oh yeah, it's right there." The video's
Yeah,
right there.
which one? Which
I
one are you looking
I got it.
for?
I got it. It's the
All
one
right.
where it just. I'm gonna play it right now. Here we go.
Perfect.
Oh wait, I want you to set this up. I just paused it. Your audio is on. It's just showing. This is the song about mom, right?
Yes, this one is, yeah.
And it's called "Can't Remember Growing Up," right?
Yep.
Okay.
You got it.
We're gonna play this, and we'll talk a little bit about it, and then we'll wrap it up.
Perfect.
I never really had the chance to ever just be a kid. A 4-year-old with an older soul, but it wasn't her fault, she did. And Mom, I can't even explain to you how much you missed out on. Yeah, I checked out when you left this house and never tried to right your wrongs. Now I'm too busy picking up the pieces that you left behind. I can't let go of this feeling, even though I try, because I've cried until all of my tears ran out, and I've learned lessons no little girl should ever have to worry about. I still remember blowing candles out, wishing that you were there. No birthday cards or calls ever showed me that you cared. Yeah, I remember each year being rough, but Daddy told me that big girls gotta stay tough. Yeah, I can't remember growing up, and there were some nights I wonder if I ever cross your mind. And there are days that I realize you ain't even worth my time. We say that it'll fade away, but time don't heal all wounds. I know the pain and it never leaves, unlike you, because I've cried until all of my tears ran out, and I've learned lessons no little girl should ever have to worry about. I still remember blowing candles out, wishing that you were there. No birthday cards or calls ever showed me that you cared. Yeah, I remember each year being rough, but Daddy told me that big girls gotta stay tough. Yeah, I can't remember growing up, and I should be broken from the damage you caused, but I just wanna say thank you for how strong I've become. 'Cause I'm done crying, yeah, all my tears ran out. I've learned lessons, they made me who I am, so I'm better off now, but still remember blowing candles out, wishing that you were there. No birthday cards or calls ever showed me that you cared. Yeah, I remember each year being so rough, but Daddy told me that big girls gotta stay tough. Yeah, I can't remember growing up.
Tremendous. I love it.
Thank you.
Kylie, I saw the tears coming down in that video. I would bet my bottom dollar that you had a lot of input in that making of that to put those tears coming down, because that's such a powerful song. I saw some of the comments in the chat. I know you can't see them, but a lot of tears, a lot of people crying, listening to that song. And I'm a big tough guy, and I'm lucky. I'm glad I wasn't on camera because I was fighting it back too. You really feel the power in that song. So the message was delivered loud and clear, and it's a beautiful song. Talk about what took you into that, and how long did it take you to write that song?
So I kind of always had the idea in the back of my head because, like I said earlier, growing up, I loved country music because it's real people telling real stories, and that's what I wanted to do. But growing up when I was younger, it was really tough for me, and it was hard for me to talk about without just completely breaking down and crying.
Right.
And now, I've talked about it so much that it's just something that happened in my life,
Right.
But with this song, I was talking to my dad one day, and he was like, I really think you should write a song about this. It'll inspire so many people. It'll help so many people out there. And, I know that that's what your goal is. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So I sat down with my good buddy, great songwriter. I co-write with him all the time. His name is Jason Hamor.
Yep.
And we were just brainstorming on it. And it was actually a pretty quick process because, I sit down and I just wrote all my feelings in my notes on my phone. And then that just kind of morphed into the song. And, the title, Can't Remember Growing Up, that just symbolizes how I had to mature very quickly growing up. And I never really felt like I had that childhood, but things happen, I guess. But, writing of the song, very therapeutic. That's why I love music as well. And recording the song in the studio, this is actually one of the very first songs I recorded professionally out in Nashville. And it was just the best experience ever. My producer, his name is Bill McDermott. He's just an amazing guy all around. And I actually got to have Jason and his wife there with me in the room while I was recording. Wow. And also my good friend Marcella.
Don't you have some video of the behind the scenes with that? I think I saw, or no?
With this one, no. With some other songs I do, but with this one, I wish I did.
Oh man.
Oh, I know.
But I saw some other behind the scenes, and that looked very exciting and awesome too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so these are memories that you'll never go away. That first recording in Nashville.
You never forget them. Yeah.
So Sunny sent another super chat. She says, Kylie, that was beautiful. My heart hurts, but I know most amazing song comes from experience. I know the most amazing songs come from experience. That's a hit for sure. XOXO. Thank you, Sunny.
Thank you so much.
Sunny Austin, thank you so much for that up in Canada. Greatly appreciated. There's so many great messages. I know you'll go back and look at this chat. We're on almost an hour. I promised that I'd let you go after a half hour. I apologize.
You're good.
Again, I'll have my guys stick around. I'm not going to ask you to play another song because I don't want to overstep my bounds and wear out my welcome, if you will.
No, never. You're so funny.
Yeah, no, but we greatly appreciate you coming on and sharing some of your talent with us and talking a little bit about your story. I want everybody to go follow Kylie Trout on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at TheKylieTrout. I will link all of her stuff down below in the description. I'm not going to end the live stream. I'm going to let her go. I'm going to also link her Spotify and all of the places you can see, listen to her music, and follow her on YouTube as well. I will link her YouTube channel, as I did in all of my previous live streams, down below. You and your father and your stepmom, your grandmother, and your extended family, sending you a lot of love and respect for the Christmas holiday. And I'm also, telling you that my door is always open to anything, DMs. You have my personal cell phone. You know that you could just reach out to me at any time if you have any issues with anything. I'm always going to be an ear for you. And you know about now my personal experience, what happened in my life. So there's much to relate to going, forward. So if you ever run into any problems, I'll, I could be that ear for you, definitely. So,
Thank you. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I'm so honored to be on here. Anytime, every time talking to you is just a pleasure. So
awesome,
I
Kylie.
appreciate you so much. And also earlier, thank you so much to Lynn for the microphones. When he told me that, I started like crying. That's probably one of the sweetest things anybody's ever done for me. So this whole DutyRon, you and all your subscribers, you guys are just the most amazing people ever. And I'm so grateful to have met you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. And we are equally as appreciative of you, because we want you to not forget us when you really hit it big. We want to be able to come backstage maybe at one of your
Of
concerts.
course.
You know,
Of course.
I get first dibs, so
Yes.
you know.
You have my word. I
Yeah,
got you.
me and my boys, they're gonna be there, and they could be your security. I'll have my oldest and my
Perfect.
youngest. They'll be security for Kylie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Hang around, everybody else. Kylie's gonna say her goodbyes. I appreciate you being in here, and again, we look forward to you coming back on again. You will come back, right?
Of course. Anytime. I'm always here.
Love you, kid. All right. Good night. And we will talk to you soon. Thank you. That is Kylie Trout.
right.
Everybody follow her.
Thank you.
All
Merry
right.
Christmas to everybody. Thank you for dropping in.
Thanks, Kai.
All right.
What
Bye.
a great gal. So there she goes, Kylie Trout. I hope each and every one of you has enjoyed this. This, again, is not really in line of what we do, but it's Christmas. And I want each and every one of you to know that I personally care about you guys. And this was important for me to bring this to you because this shows that, hey, behind these true crime stories that we talk about, there's real people. And me being a real person, I wanted to bring this, this live stream to you because I know a lot of us here will be alone on Christmas and on New Year's. And know that I'll always be there for you. When you reach out to me, when you send me comments, I pride myself in answering those comments. And again, a special thank you to my Patreon supporters, my channel members, and all who send super chat and interact positively in the comments. Consider becoming a channel member. I think my lowest tier is like $2.99 a month. Consider becoming a channel member to the DutyRon family. It is definitely well worth it because we do a lot of behind the scenes stuff with the channel members. There's a lot of communication that I engage in with my channel members and Patreon supporters. So consider that. I love and respect each and every one of you. Thank you to Princess Michelle and Trevor JP for the beautiful Christmas cards and countless other people who sent Christmas well wishes to me at the P.O. Box, in my DMs. You guys are the bomb. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the Kylie Trout music special. We played 2 of her professional songs, and she played 2 Christmas songs. I encourage everybody to go and watch the replay. I want to say thank you to the replay viewers and everybody else who has came and stumbled across this live stream. There was a lot of things we talked about that we didn't plan to talk about. It just happened. So Kylie is comes from a great family. Her father took care of Black Rose, Kathy, all of her electrical needs. He's going to continue to make improvements over at her house in the security department, and we're going to get her all straightened out come after the new year. So it's going to be great. So yeah, listen, you guys, if you're alone, Trevor, I consider you part of the family as well too. Thank you, Trevor. Trevor JP, I appreciate that. So again, for those of you who are going through some of the gigs on the holidays and you're feeling down, you could always reach out to me anytime, day or night. Send me a DM. If I don't answer you right away, look for a response within 12 hours max. Naboul, great to see you in the south of France. Thank you so much for being here in the live stream. So guys, share out this video, like and subscribe and follow me on all things social media, all one word, DutyRon. Guys, I'm going to wish you a very happy, Merry Christmas, a healthy New Year. Let's hope for better things in 2021. You know, we need a miracle. We need things to change, and we need it to change quickly. But I think we're in this for a long haul period. Let's stay the course. Let's be safe. Mask it up. Clean those hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your nose. Don't put your fingers in your mouth, etc., etc., etc. Rise above. There's part of it. There's part of the rise above. Let me get it all together for you. There it is. Rise above. Comes in pretty good, actually. So yeah, let's stick together. And if you see something, say something. Somebody needs help or assistance, reach out. It's that time of year. You guys know that 3 or 4 of my viewers who I've vetted that need financial assistance, on Christmas Eve tomorrow night, I will be sending out PayPal donations from my channel. This is from all the donations that you guys give to some of the less fortunate here in the DutyRon community. I won't mention their names because privacy is of utmost importance to me, but 3 or 4 people will get PayPals on Christmas Eve tomorrow night after my family leaves and everything settles down. I will shoot off Christmas Eve PayPals. I've been doing it for about 4 years now, and it brings me much joy to do that. And it comes from all of us. It's repurposed money from Super Chat and Patreon and channel memberships. So that is something that I do every year, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow night to doing it. I actually already sent one to somebody who is really in need, and she knows who she is. So thank you for giving me that opportunity to be able to do that and send out those Christmas Eve Super Chats, PayPal payments to some of the DutyRon family that need it. I will speak to you guys on my next one. It'll be after Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless the world. God bless the United States of America. And most importantly, God bless each and every one of us here in the chat and the replay viewers. Guys, good night from New York City, and I appreciate you being in here.